Hey everyone, good morning, and thank you for being here on your Saturday. So, today we're going to practice Satsang, which is a system and a way of life that my great grandfather, Dr. Chaturbhuj Sahiji, founded. And he found that by meditating 10 minutes a day in the morning and at night, light meditation through the heart is the best way to reach enlightenment with the least amount of distractions and the most amount of finding inner peace and balance and love and joy. So he found that by going inwards and practicing inner yoga, practicing meditation, this is the best way to get to the end goal of enlightenment. So today we're going to practice meditation. I will bring a topic that we'll talk about in a minute here. We will go into a silent meditation, and then at the end, if you have any comments or anything you're going through, you can talk about it at the end. So I think I'm just going to get right into it. I have a topic for today, and then we'll go into our meditation. So today's topic is that family is our biggest lesson. And this came to me because, we've all heard that saying that if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family, right? So I always think this is really interesting because we can get to a really peaceful place within ourselves over time. And, it can happen pretty fast, especially if we choose to isolate. But, the second we get back out there in the world, and especially when we have to interact with our families, it's like this old version of who we were and of how we need to act to coexist will just automatically take over. And we almost regress into this, previous state of being just by being around them. And this can even be, like you did your morning meditation, you feel amazing, and you go downstairs to the kitchen and boom, it's like you're back to square one. So, I just think that if we go deeper on this, it's because these are the people that our soul chose to teach us the biggest lessons in our lives. Because this is blood, right? These are the people that 9 times out of 10, we're not going to walk out. We're not going to walk away from them. We're going to allow them to be who they are. And we have to also mold ourselves as well to coexist with, certain people in our families. And that's the way it is. It's been the way it is for a long time for a lot of people. And there are definitely like exceptions to this. If it's an extreme situation, you do have to get out and walk away. But if, it's a situation where you kind of just have to accept that these people are different, it got me thinking about the spiritual principle of acceptance and the fact that I'm not here to change anyone and I don't need them to change. What I need to tune up within myself is my ability to accept people and situations for what they are without losing myself, without losing my center and the growth that the soul has had over time by meditating daily, right? So that acceptance that, okay, this person isn't like me. We approach things differently. Our mindsets are completely different. We don't see eye to eye on many things. And then having that ability to say, okay, but I accept you. I love you. And in some cases, I forgive you, right? So in turn, actually, that frees your soul from any unhealthy attachments or, control over the other person, having that codependency that, we have to be together all the time, but also I need to control you and I need to blah, blah, blah. Like this is natural for the ego. So, if it's possible, you can also, when you let this go, when you let the soul be free, you can also take actions that then align with your soul and you can create healthy distance in some places, or you can do things differently than you have before so that you can maintain your peace, even in situations with your family where you feel yourself regressing constantly. Oh my gosh, thank you, Paul. um, but yeah, so the ego's natural tendency is to want certainty and control, but the soul wants to float free, right? So that's the constant battle that we're all kind of going through. The soul wants freedom from all attachments, all unhealthy worries, anxiety, living in the past, living in the future, controlling others. That is not natural for the soul. Living from the heart means that you won't have space for that, right? So, control and getting down about yourself and the people around you, that is the ego's domain. And that's what we're working on here. So, to get away from that, we have to really practice acceptance of the people in our lives, the circumstances that we can't change, and accept that there's a reason we're going through certain things with certain people. And with the right detachment and with the ability to take a bird's eye view of any situation, it's actually one of the biggest forms of spiritual growth and evolution that we can go through. So instead of running away from family issues, sometimes the best thing you can do is truly see them as lessons and as forms of growth, because in our lives, it's those close relationships that are giving us the path to our greatest soul evolution and our inner growth. So it starts with the relationship, with your parents, and then it goes to the relationship with your spouse. The person who sees you every day, sees every single thing you do, every habit you have, every, life change you go through. And then it's, your kids, your grandkids, your in-laws, your extended family, your cousins, your nieces, right? So the list can go on, but these are the relationships, or even, the lack of these relationships, that are teaching us so much about who we are, how we deal with things, and accept people as they are, so we don't go into, downward control, anxiety, aggression, worry spirals, right? So remember to come back to your center. No matter what you go through in your relationships, you can find balance again within yourself, within your relationships, and you can live in a way that will be balanced once you go within. You find that balance within, that peace within, and even that forgiveness and that acceptance of others. And then, you'll start experiencing this externally, like how to navigate these relationships, how to keep your core, your heart pure, right? So, that was just my thoughts for today. And I hope, you can agree, or you feel that too. And it's something that we're always working on. And it can go beyond family, but I just felt that family is the one that most of us can't really walk away from in most cases. We have to learn those ways to coexist and accept. So that's just my topic today. And let's get into today's meditation, fill ourselves with positivity, and then we can, have a discussion after. So let's get started with the meditation. It's getting really hot for today, isn't it? Thank you everyone for joining today. If you had any notes or just wanted to come on and say hi, feel free to come on now.
Just want to say happy Saturday. Great to see everyone. Great to see you, Parul. Thank you so much for your very, really insightful topic today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming every Saturday too. It's always amazing to see you.
Well, this is something that I don't want to miss. It really does help me reorient for the week. It helps to heal whatever issues I'm dealing with. I don't know why, but it just really does. So that's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
here.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm so happy to hear that. And I know, my dad's not here. I'm trying to fill in for him, but yeah, it's the same for me. Like I can't live without it. So if anyone else wants to come on and share, say hi.
Parul, thank you so much for once again bringing light, love, and peace, and that selfless service of your dads and your granddads. So we're fortunate to be at the receiving end of this. And we all need it. So thanks.
Thank you for being here too. It's been good to see you, and hopefully, we can meet in person again one day.
Hope
But
so.
thank you
Okay.
so much.
Yeah.
Hi, Parul.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. I'm good. I'm very good. I really enjoyed your discussion before meditation today. What an important topic. Uh,
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
family,
Isn't it crazy?
right? I especially like when you said that everybody who's like, our family members, they're here for a reason and they're here to give us lessons, which I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a perspective I need to have.
Oh my gosh, actually, because I know you've been like on the parenting journey. I was gonna read something out of A New Earth. This book like changed my life. I read this when I was like 19 and I've been reading it again. And it has like parenthood. So maybe you should grab this.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll definitely
Yeah,
grab
he
a
like
copy.
really talks about um how to create a new earth, like how to act as a parent, how to see your children. And I totally forgot about this book, but I think maybe next time I'll read from this one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you would
another
love it.
thing that I'm realizing now as I'm a new mom is like I kind of have more sympathetic to my parents and like their perspective and like as I was
Oh
growing
my
up.
god.
So it's just a whole new view I have on like how they did things and why they did certain things, and I didn't like
Mhm.
it when I was growing up, but now that with my daughter, I'm like, that makes perfect sense. That's it's
Yeah.
just yeah,
I think
it's
also like, we're young and you want to be their friend, but you also have to like, you
yeah,
know, figure out how to make sure they're doing the right things. I think it's just when you get into the situation, then you realize like, oh, I don't want to
right.
control them, but I need to direct them and all these things, and you're gonna have all these things to learn soon. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. I mean, yeah, it's like even with my parents, I feel like they were kids figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no guideline like this is the right way to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to have a lot of acceptance and forgiveness and
Patience.
for patience, and then recognizing what they did right too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's why meditation and these sessions are so important, right? Because
oh
there's just
yeah, it just
so
comes
much going
up.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you get to see it. That's why, we talk about the monkey mind, but I
Yeah.
think, the monkey mind is showing you something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's cool to like take the monkey mind and then like detach from it and also allow that to, show you what's going on. What are you learning?
Mm-hmm.
Grow from it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks for coming on too. Okay, so good to see you. Thank you for coming. Anyone else, like Ashita, good to see you. Steve, always great to see you. Onkar Uncle, Geeta Auntie. If you want to come.
Happy Saturday, Parul. Good to see you again.
Happy Saturday, good to see you. I think my dad's coming back soon, so finally.
I can see the smile.
Oh my gosh, it's, I'm learning how much, my dad's commitments. I'm like, all right, let's take it on.
You're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
I missed the topic, so I'm now wondering what I missed.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I just spoke about family and how it's our biggest lesson and how to, take acceptance as a spiritual principle, that we have to accept these people. These aren't people that we're going to be walking away from or cutting out of our lives, so we have to coexist with them in a way that we still are peaceful inside. And, we don't meditate and then go back and regress and meditate and regress, because we're always around them.
So true. So true. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Onkar Uncle and Yashulati. Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Parul. Thank you for
Hello.
today.
Thanks for coming on a Saturday. I appreciate you.
Yes, of course. I missed last week and I did notice a difference.
Oh, you did? I know,
Yeah.
honestly, it's good for
Yes.
me too, because Saturday, it's the weekend. You want to take some time off, watch some TV. So it's been nice to like wake up and meditate with people.
Yeah. Yes. And your topic is very prevalent right now.
Mhm. It's
Very
crazy. I
prevalent.
mean, I don't know. I feel like 2024 was a lot about this. So for me, for people I
Yeah.
spoke to. So well, I'm
I
glad
think
you came.
2025 is going to be a lot about this for me because I'm
Yeah,
living with my family. So
Mhm.
these lessons are in my face right now, constantly having to learn from the challenges of living with your family, because it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
And you are like the truest version of yourself. So
yeah, it's like the most unfiltered, don't care. This is me.
But then also you care so much, and so you get, you're way too attached to people, and it's hard to let go of some things.
Mhm. I mean, sometimes it's even hard to watch. Like, well, I can't change you,
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was thinking about how attachment, or no, acceptance actually leads to detachment.
oh yeah, that's like the first. It's the
The
pre-step.
first step. Yeah.
Like acceptance, forgiveness, detachment.
Yes.
Yeah, detachment. It's really tough. It does not happen overnight. But yeah, Paula, it was also so great to see you today, and thank you for your note. And thirdly, thank you. Yeah, really enjoying having you here, seeing you every week. Kishorji, if you want to come on, Ajita D.
I just wanted to say thanks. I've been reading a book called Outlive. It's a book. It's a science-based book on the art of longevity.
Oh wow! Let me.
And it just focuses on essentially three vectors, and I feel like Satsang helps so much with the cognitive piece. So it's not just about living long; it's about a healthy lifespan.
Yeah.
And so just it helps so much with the cognitive piece. I feel like when we age, we have cognitive decline, physical decline, and then our emotional health. And I feel like our family, our family can really challenge that emotional health.
Yeah, 100%. It's like how to not live in stress. So yeah, I know. Satsang is amazing for that. It gives you like this clarity of mind. And also, you know, the light that we connect with is it's so powerful. It's a healing energy. So yeah, I mean, I agree.
We don't get to pick our family. We can pick our friends.
No, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you know, you don't look at your family, you're like cutting you off. You're not aligning with me anymore. You know, it's like, no, like, how can I actually coexist with this? It's like crazy. And even with my like siblings, like we're all three completely different personalities and we find a way, right? So, yeah, it's just very interesting. But yeah, thank you for sharing that. I'll definitely check out that book. But yeah, I mean, I always notice when, like, even if I'm going through a stressful time, if I've made time for meditation, it completely changes things. Yeah, if anyone else wants to come on, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Tuesdays and Saturdays as usual. And then my dad will be back, I think, in 2 weeks. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you, Pearl. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you guys. Happy Saturday.